don't move.
We know you're in there.
Listen, guys. Get extra cuffs, go cuff those guys. Nice work.
Bobby, baby, what's going on?
Everything cool?
Look at that. You still remember me?
Fast.
Now turn around.
The movie begins with Bobby Timmons, the captain of Romania's DEA task force, leading a raid on a meth lab in Bucharest. Just as the operation is ending, Bobby receives reports of gunshots nearby. His team quickly responds and discovers a brutal murder inside a nearby home. After examining the crime scene, Bobby concludes that it was a violent home invasion carried out by experienced criminals. Back at the station, Bobby interrogates a captured drug dealer named Soren, asking whether his crew was involved in the attack. After hearing the details, Soren identifies the likely mastermind as Costel, a dangerous rising criminal in Bucharest known for drug trafficking and savage home invasion robberies. Costel and his gang are notorious for assaulting female victims before murdering them. Hoping to reduce his sentence, Soren agrees to help Bobby track Costel down. However, to reach him, they first need information from Dmitry, a powerful Russian mafia boss. At the same time, Dmitry meets with Costel in a local park. Although Costel is ruthless, he still shows respect toward the veteran crime boss. Using stolen money, Costel negotiates a deal to buy ecstasy from Dmitry. Since he only has enough cash for half the payment, Dmitry gives him 3 days to come up with the rest. A few days later, under Bobby's orders, Soren arranges a meeting with Dmitry at the same park. But Dmitry is too experienced to trust him, especially knowing Soren was arrested only days earlier. Even after seeing bail papers, Dmitry remains suspicious. Suddenly, one of his scouts signals danger with a whistle, forcing Dmitry to leave immediately. Across the street, Bobby and his partner Steve watch in confusion until several of Dmitry's men surround their surveillance vehicle, revealing that their cover has been blown. The gang members attempt to intimidate Bobby, but he responds by confronting Dmitry directly and arresting him for possession of an illegal firearm. During questioning, Dmitry admits he only does business with Costel and claims to know nothing more. 24 hours later, Dmitry is released on bail. Furious, he orders his men to investigate Costel while also sending assassins to eliminate Soren. Meanwhile, Bobby's task force receives fresh information about Costel's crew and tracks them down. Bobby leads the operation personally, capturing Costel's top enforcer, Hound, alive. During interrogation, Hound admits he works for Costel but insists he does not know where his boss is hiding. Just as Bobby prepares to move him into a police vehicle, armed men suddenly arrive and open fire on the officers. Bobby is shot in the chest, but his bulletproof vest saves his life. Hound, however, is killed instantly. The attackers are revealed to be Costel and his crew, who came to eliminate witnesses after the police raid. After escaping, Costel returns to his nightclub, only to find Dmitry waiting for the rest of the payment. Costel explains that one of his safe houses was raided and suspects someone betrayed him, noting that Dmitry had visited the police station the previous day. Dmitry angrily slaps him and demands the money within 12 hours. Humiliated and enraged, Costel retaliates later that night by attacking Dmitry's mansion with his gang. Dmitry is absent, but his wife and child are inside. Costel's enforcer, Vulture, immediately opens fire. Hearing the gunshots, Dmitry's guards rush into a violent firefight. After an intense battle, most of Costel's men are either killed or badly wounded. Costel and Vulture barely escape by jumping out of a window. When Dimitri returns home and discovers his wife has been murdered, he swears revenge against Costel. Meanwhile, Costel rushes back to his hideout and hurriedly packs valuables before attempting to flee. However, as he heads downstairs, he runs into Bobby and Steve. A massive shootout erupts between both sides. During the chaos, Steve suffers a fatal neck injury from shattered glass. Bobby desperately tries to save him, but Costel manages to escape while Steve dies from his wounds. That night, Dimitri meets Bobby, and the two men, united by grief and anger, agree to work together against Costel's organization. Their partnership quickly leads them to Vulture's hideout. Attempting to flee alone, Vulture runs into an abandoned building with Dimitri chasing him relentlessly. Dimitri eventually corners the wounded gangster and forces him to reveal Costel's location before personally executing him to avenge his wife. With the information Dimitri provides, Bobby and Deputy Ronnie immediately move in on the bar where Costel and his remaining men are hiding. Bobby and Ronnie storm the building, engaging the gang in a brutal gunfight. Costel locks himself inside a reinforced room, believing the heavy metal door will protect him, but Bobby blasts through it with gunfire and breaks inside.
That was the deal.
Хорошо.